Hello there. The P&O Ferries saga gets stinkier by the day. I cannot believe that any of this is legal. It's not just that 800 P&O Ferries staff got sacked by recorded video message and told to leave their place of work that day. It's not just that the company had agency staff on hand to step in unannounced on the day, and also allegedly had handcuff-wielding staff on hand to force those who refused to leave off the vessels. And it's not just that all this looks decidedly dodgy on a legal basis. It's more than that. It turns out that the new agency workers they've hired from places like India, the Philippines and even war-torn Ukraine are allegedly going to be earning as little as £1.82p an hour. And it doesn't stop there. According to the Daily Mail, some of them are being forced to live in tents to save cash. And it reports that Labour MP Carl Turner said they were expected to work mammoth 12-hour shifts for 8 weeks at a time. And the RMT Secretary-General, Mick Lynch, is demanding direct government intervention today. And he also said, "We fear poverty pay will be accompanied by seafarers being chained to 12-hour day, 7-day week contracts that operate continuously for 6 months with no pension." And as far as I'm concerned, the first government intervention should be to check the safe maritime operations of these ships with these workers on board. And the second is to ask how these low wages could be paid when changes were made to the National Minimum Wage Offshore Employment Order 1999, changes which came into force on the 1st of October 2020, just before Brexit, and extended the minimum wage to cover, says the government, all seafarers and employed fishers working in the UK territorial sea, regardless of where they ordinarily work or where a ship is registered. Where the territorial sea extends out to 12 nautical miles or to the midpoint in a narrower channel. And the rules also extended the minimum wage to those working in the UK part of the continental shelf, with the exception of workers on ships exercising innocent passage or the right of transit passage. And as far as I'm concerned, ferries aren't engaged in transit passage or innocent passage if they're picking up, transporting to and from and dropping off passengers in UK ports. They're working. So these rules seem to cover a fair chunk of those ferries operating routes, one would think, especially while they are tied up in a UK port embarking and disembarking passengers and vehicles. So how can there be talk about paying less than the minimum wage in UK ports and waters? But as to how much seafarers earn while in EU or international waters is another matter, especially if the vessels are not registered in the UK. But from a UK perspective, something doesn't add up.